Still Vardy, we know he's got the pace. Vardy 1v1, he's got to score that. He is going to score that. What a goal from Jamie Vardy. Maddison looks for Harvey Barnes. Now releases Tielemans. Opportunity for him as well to score. And that's a brilliant finish from Yuri Tielemans. Making a deep run from midfield. Finding himself in that position. So welcome to another episode of the Leicester City Career Mode series. This is episode number 2 and we've got a lot of important stuff to get done with. Of course, we are still in the summer transfer window and last episode we discussed the possibility of signing a winger. Today's episode we're going to try and make that happen. Of course, we do have some Premier League action in today's episode. Last episode, we won our first Premier League game of the season, which was against Wolves, but we did lose to Chelsea. So, I'm hoping to bounce back in the Premier League in today's episode. We play Sheffield United away, which should be interesting because of the history Jamie Vardy has with them. Bournemouth as well, should be some fun games. We've got Liverpool in the Carabao Cup's early rounds as well, which is a bit frustrating. How unlucky are we to draw them in the early rounds? So a lot's going to happen in today's episode, be it transfer business, Premier League games, or even Carabao Cup action. So if you guys are enjoying this series, let's keep the support coming in. You guys smashed out 4,000 likes on the previous episode, which is just unbelievable. Let's keep the support going, man. 3,000 likes once again, and I'll get you an episode tomorrow. So go down there and drop a like on the video. And if you are new around here, subscribe for more FIFA 20 career mode content. First ever press conference of this Leicester City career mode, and if y'all want to get involved, make sure to drop in your questions down in the comment section below. First one of the day, can you see Leicester City getting European football this season? It's possible. In fact, I think top 7 in the Premier League at European football in the following season. I think that is achievable with the team we've got, but it's not going to be easy. Last episode, y'all saw that we just got hammered by Chelsea. And if that happens often, we're going to be in trouble. So it's going to be challenging, but I do think we've got the quality to finish in a European spot this season in the Premier League. We're going to do everything possible to make that happen. Next question, will we see a world-class signing this season? That's actually a very good question. Well, I'm not too sure about the entirety of this season, but this transfer window, I'm not really looking to bring any big names. I think I want to just experience the team we've got, see how they perform until January, and then we can make the big decisions. I want to keep this series as realistic as possible. That way we can have a lot of fun with Leicester, and hopefully we can achieve success as well. So no world-class signing at least for now, but maybe in the January transfer window, who knows? It depends on a lot more other factors like our budget as well. So for now though, I'm not making any big name signing. Next question, can you bring back Riyad Mahrez? Would be epic. Now I know he's a big name player and I just spoke about not making any big name signings, but if signing Riyad Mahrez was on the table, I'm definitely going for him because he's a Leicester legend, man. He helped them win the Premier League, being just unbelievable up top, and having him back at Leicester City would be tremendous. At some point in this career mode, I definitely want to bring in Riyad Mahrez, but right now we simply just cannot afford him. His price is upwards of 45 million. We just cannot afford to pay that. And that's why we're not going to be signing Mahrez for now. Hopefully in the future we can bring him back to Leicester City. But that's it for today's press conference. Let's move on. Here's a quick look at the very first player of the episode award. And it's of course Jamie Vardy. It just had to be him. He was brilliant in that game against Wolves in the previous episode, scoring a brace. He's our top scorer at the moment. And there you go, that is why you guys voted for him as your player of the episode. It is now time to reveal the season goals that we're going to try and accomplish over the course of this upcoming season. You guys left a ton of comments, over 1,000, and I took a few of your suggestions, and these are the 6 objectives that we're going to try and complete over this season. First objective, Vardy Party. Definitely should be a fun one. Score 25 goals in the Premier League with Jamie Vardy. We're on 2 already. This should be a challenge. European Dream. Secure qualification for European football. Now we can do this through 2 ways. Through of course the Premier League by finishing in the top 6 or top 7, or by winning a domestic cup competition. Giant Killers, probably the most interesting objective we've got, which is to win 5 games against any top 6 club in the Premier League. Now by top 6 I mean in terms of like, fan base and all. So like we've got Man United, Man City, Liverpool, Arsenal, Spurs and Chelsea. We've got to try and get 5 wins in the Premier League against the top 6. It's going to be a tough challenge, especially considering in the last episode we got battered by Chelsea. Moving on, midfield domination, which is to score 20 goals in the Premier League with our 2 most talented midfielders in James Maddison and Youri Tielemans. Silverware, this is to win a trophy this season. Of course, it could be the Premier League, which is going to be incredibly difficult, or of course any one of the domestic cup competitions. And then we've got an interesting objective that I saw in the comments, Maguire who, and that is basically concede less goals than Man United in the Premier League. Imagine if we can actually do that, would be hilarious. So these are the 6 objectives that we're gonna try and complete. Of course, there will be a forfeit if we fail to complete at least 4 out of these 6 objectives, and we'll be deciding the forfeit very soon. Last episode, we brought in Axel Tuanzebe from Manchester United for 9.9 million. With that, our defense is pretty much sorted. We don't really need to be making any improvements there, but as I discussed in the previous episode, I feel like we do need a winger, and this is the guy I want to sign, Samuel Chukwueze from Villarreal. I do watch quite a bit of La Liga, and whenever I've seen Villarreal play, Samuel Chukwueze has been impressive, and that's why I think he could really shine here at Leicester City. He's only 20, right midfielder, he's got the skill moves as well, really quick as well, and a lot of potential. I think this guy is the perfect player, a player I've never used in career mode before, something fresh, and I think he can add a lot to our team. We need someone like him, a tricky winger who can create something out of nothing, and I feel like he is the man for the job. We're going to scout him for now, get to know his overall more, and then we will go in for a bid. I actually did see quite a few of you guys suggest Samuel Chukwueze, which shows he's kind of a popular player in career mode, which is great to see. It's going to take a while to, finalize the Samuel Chukwueze deal because we still need to get information from our scouts. So for now though, let's focus on the Premier League and look to get back to winning ways. We suffered a big defeat against Chelsea, and I want to try and bounce back against Sheffield United. We're 11th in the Premier League now. Let's try and push up the table. Leicester City versus Sheffield United as we play them away from home. Getting 3 points in this game is vital, especially considering we dropped 3 points in our previous game, but it's away from home. Anything can happen, and this is the team that I've gone for. Basically the strongest possible 11 I could put forward. Johnny Evans is in the lineup for this one. Jamie Vardy starts. We've got Jose Perez on the right, Maddison, Tielemans and Didi as well. A strong Leicester team, but is it enough to beat Sheffield away? Let's find out. We really can't underestimate Sheffield United because they're a newly promoted side. They've been brilliant in the Premier League in real life this season, and this is going to be a tough one. But since we dropped points against Chelsea, we've got no option but to try and win this game. Here's Harvey Barnes, looks inside for James Maddison, who could be scoring. No, how's he not scored there? That is a massive save from Dean Henderson. I think he's the Man United keeper who's out on loan at Sheffield, of course. He's just made a ridiculous save there to deny Maddison. That's crazy. Goes to Ndidi. Now it is Tielemans. Very good touch from him. Gets the shot off, and wow, the Belgian has actually scored that. How has he managed to put that in? A brilliant finish from Youri Tielemans as Leicester City make it 1-0 against Sheffield United. I've got to say, completely deserved. We've been the better team in these first 30 minutes, and we get ourselves a completely deserved goal. I'm really impressed with Tielemans so far, man. He's got himself a couple of goals already in the Premier League. Look at that first touch. He's got the strength to get away from the defender as well, and that is a cracking finish. And there you go, 1-0 Leicester City in the Premier League against Sheffield United. Cross comes in, and Soyuncu couldn't win that, and the crossbar saves us there, but on the rebound, well, McBurney converts, and well, Sheffield are back in it. Fair play. I mean, they really went for it after conceding, but so bad, man, from us to, not win the header there. Soyuncu or Soyuncu, however you want to pronounce his name, I don't know what he was doing. How did he not win that header? Like, are you kidding me? And then the rebound fell perfectly to them. A tough goal to concede, but there's still a lot of time left in this game. Honestly, it feels like Sheffield United have woken up as they almost scored there. I mean, Kasper Schmeichel had to make a ridiculous save to keep it 1-1. They've been the better team ever since we scored, which is definitely a bit problematic. Let's hope we can improve in the second half. Corner comes in. Last thing I want is conceding from a corner. Kasper Schmeichel gets it away. Although the shot's taken, and whoa. I thought that was going in. We survived. Imagine if that would have gone in. Probably the best goal I would have conceded. Phil Jagielka as well. Fair play for the attempt, but I'm so lucky that we didn't concede there. Free kick for Sheffield, and they've got Enes Bardi in their team. This is dangerous. We know he's good with free kicks. That's a decent one, and it came off the post. Wow. Sheffield have hit the post twice. Once they actually scored from through the rebound, but this one, they got unlucky. I mean, fair play. They're playing really good football, and we've got to be careful because Sheffield are coming at us with everything they've got, and we are struggling. On the attack we go with Jose Perez, looks for Jamie Vardy brilliantly. Can Vardy get there first? He can, he gets tripped. But fair play to the keeper, he got there first. I can't really complain about a penalty there because that was actually a good save. Vardy would have loved to score that, and he probably should have. Sheffield on the attack, last thing we want is conceding a late goal, and that might actually happen here. No way. Sharp has scored in the 90th minute. This is brutal, man. Back-to-back defeats for us in the Premier League. This can't be happening. 2-1 down to Sheffield now. I wanted to win this game desperately to get back to winning ways. Instead, we're taking a loss here. So Yunju is to be blamed for both the goals, if I'm being honest, man. He couldn't play that out from the back properly, and well, we concede just after that. Kasper Schmeichel couldn't keep that one out, and it's going to be a painful defeat for us. This one hurts, man. This one really hurts, even more than that Chelsea game, because there we were outclassed. Here, a brutal 90th minute goal, and then we lost. I mean, we've got to get back to the drawing board, fix tactics up, get in maybe a new player or two, and just go on from there, because right now we are kind of struggling. Got ourselves a press conference. We've got to use this and try and get the team's morale up. How come Sheffield United scored the winner in the last minutes of the game? I'm just going to say just unlucky, because that gets the morale up. We need the morale of our team up, because that way we'll get a few stat boosts. Oh man, I'm such an idiot. I completely forgot to scout Samuel Chukwueze, and because of that we've got no information on him. It's gonna take us 15 days to get more information. You know what? I'm not waiting. I am not waiting at all. He's got a release clause of 25.3 million. We'll try and buy him for less than that. So let's just go in for him. I know he's a good player and I know he's gonna have an impact. So let's try and sign him. We don't really know much about Samuel Chukwueze, so what I'm going to do is offer 13 million. I think that's a fair offer. Maybe not, but I just want to see what kind of money Villarreal are looking for. So let's see 13 million for Samuel Chukwueze and what they say. Wow, they've accepted it. I'm so glad I just didn't go ahead and pay the release slots. That would be paying so much more money. I think I might have overpaid now itself, but I think it's worth it. So this is what Samuel Chukwueze wants. So rotation, squad role, 5-year contract length, and of course a 37,500 in wages. We're going to remove the appearance bonus and submit this. Let's see if him and his agent do accept this. They want 40,000, which I'm willing to pay. So let's go up to 40, and there you go. Samuel Chukwueze is our second signing in this series. Honestly, I'm really excited about this transfer. I think he's going to be amazing for us in this series. Samuel Chukwueze to Leicester City is a done deal. If you look at some of his stats, it's insane. 89 acceleration, 87 agility, 85 sprint speed. He's 76 rated, but I'm sure he's going to grow soon in his overall. He's valued at 12.5, so maybe paying what we paid for him was a good deal. So fair play, I guess. So I'm definitely looking to make a tactical change. We're going to be using the pressure on heavy touch defensive instruction to, apply more pressure on our opponents. Offensively, I'm thinking of keeping it the same way, balanced with a bit more width and, more players running into the box. But I think pressure on heavy touch should really help us be better defensively and also press ahead and win the ball back faster. So Daniel Amati wants to play in this upcoming game against Liverpool in the Carabao Cup, and you know what? I'm going to play him in that. I'm not taking the Carabao Cup too seriously in terms of, using my first team players. It's going to be a competition where I give the youngsters a chance like it should be. Even though we're going to be facing Liverpool, I'm going to do exactly that. I've not gone completely crazy and changed the entire 11. I'm still using some of our first team players like Tielemans, Schmeichel, Ben Chilwell to give us the extra edge. But of course, we've got a few youngsters like Amati, Tuanzebe, Zamira Grades, and Isprat, Hamza Chaudhry all getting an opportunity. And also Chukwueze will be making his Leicester City debut. What a game to be making your debut in against Liverpool at the King Power Stadium. Let's go out there and try our best to knock out Liverpool. Are you kidding me, man? Liverpool have gone with their full strength lineup against us. I mean, this is the Carabao Cup, not the Champions League. They've got Mane, Firmino, Salah, Wijnaldum and all starting. We're going to get battered here. We're already on a 2 consecutive loss streak. This is going to be 3 now. Oh god. This is going to be brutal. Jose Perez, big game for him now. Dennis Praet looks for Demaira Gray, and here we go forward. Could be a big chance here for us against Liverpool. Gray 1v1. Can he actually score? No, he's missed. He's actually missed that. How? What a chance for us to take the lead against Liverpool, but Demaira Gray didn't have the composure to beat Alisson there. As the scoreline remains 0-0. What a chance wasted. Fabinho inside and Naby Keita. The pace at which Liverpool are playing at is just ridiculous to defend against. I mean, look at this. Wijnaldum now on the ball. Skips past one. Tuanzebe with a great challenge, but this is difficult, man. I'm struggling. Dennis Praet looks for Jose Perez. We could be hitting them on the counter-attack here. Here goes Chukwueze. On his Leicester City debut, Chukwueze could actually score. It's off the post. I cannot believe this, man. Two great chances wasted in similar fashion. On his debut, Chukwueze had the moment to become a Leicester hero, but he missed. Tielemans looks to play it in behind to Chukwueze. Here he goes with his pace. Go on. Still Chukwueze. Could cut this one back. This time he squares it to Jose Perez. Come on. We've taken the lead against Liverpool, and I've got to say, I feel like this is completely deserved because we've been hitting Liverpool on the counter-attack and we've caused them a lot of problems. That's the only way we're going to score against them. They've been pressing us way too much. And finally we hit them on the break, and this time we're clinical enough to score. Jose Perez with the goal. Chukwueze on his debut with a brilliant assist. As Leicester City are now in the lead. But here's the tough part now. This is where it all gets really difficult for us because Liverpool are going to go at us 100% and we've got to be careful. Here's Jose Perez as once again we're looking dangerous. Dennis Praet looks to curl it in, and that's off the crossbar. I cannot believe this, man. We should be leading 3-0 because on the counter we've been relentless, but the post and the crossbar have denied us twice. Half time and somehow we're hanging on to the 1-0 lead, and actually we're creating a few chances on the break. So in the second half I'm going to try and do the same thing, I guess, and hopefully we can make it 2-0. Oh, Liverpool coming at us now with Naby Keita. That's a big block from Hamza Chaudhry. Our defense has been brilliant in this game. I've got to give them credit. Oh no, I've just been destroyed by Wijnaldum there. Still Wijnaldum goes for goal. Kasper Schmeichel comes to the rescue. Incredible goalkeeping from the Dane as we still lead 1-0. Wijnaldum almost scored a stunning goal there. Sadio Mane on the attack. Well done by Daniel Amati. I'm glad I decided to start him. He wanted to play this game, and he's proving me why he's a quality player and should be considered. 15 minutes to go and we've actually got a chance to knock out Liverpool from the Carabao Cup. Our midfield is extremely tired. We need some fresh legs, and that's why Maddison and Ndidi come on. I know it's a bit defensive, but we need to make these changes. Bender puts a cross in. No. Come on. This is heartbreaking stuff, man. Are you kidding me? In the 78th minute, after working so hard and defending so well, to concede like that. That's painful, man. That's painful. Trent. Wijnaldum. No, we've given him too much space. He cuts it for Firmino. This is brutal. This is honestly brutal. We did so well up until the 78th minute, and then we just conceded 2 goals. We just couldn't handle Liverpool. I told you, man, this is going to be a tough series to, bring Leicester to the very top of English football. It's going to take us time. Oh, man, we were so close to knocking Liverpool out. And that's that. We've been knocked out from the Carabao Cup. A late comeback from Jurgen Klopp's side, and we're out of this competition. Now, you could see that as a good thing. It'll mean that we'll be focusing more on the Premier League, but it's still painful to get knocked out in this fashion. So frustrating. 3 consecutive losses now. We've got to bounce back. What is your take on today's result? I'm gonna say we deserved more today. I think we defended so well in this game for the most part. We created more chances than them, but then they've got so many quality players at the end. Individual brilliance got them the goals. Well, at least Daniel Amati is happy playing that game against Liverpool. I'm just going to say keep working hard to improve. We just sold Matty James to Basel for about 800,000. We spoke about this in the previous episode, and now the deal is done. Also, we have an offer coming in for Soyuncu, 12.7 million. A lot of people in the comments were telling me that I should be using him a lot more. And of course, that means we're not looking to sell him. And also an offer for Hamza Chaudhry. He's not leaving as well, so there's that. If there's ever a game I could call must win, it is this one. We're facing Bournemouth. We're on a 3 consecutive loss streak. We need to win this one. We're playing them at the King Power Stadium in front of our fans. We need to put on a show and get all 3 points. Otherwise, we could be in the relegation zone, and that is something we do not want. Leicester versus Bournemouth at the King Power Stadium. As I said, must-win situation for us. We need 3 points from this game to get back to winning ways, and this is the team that I've gone for. Of course, Vardy is back in the lineup. We've got Madison and Didi, Tielemans all starting. Chukwueze making his Premier League debut. I'm expecting big things from him. He was decent in that game against Liverpool, so hopefully he can continue that. Let's get right into this one. We need the 3 points. Here goes Harvey Barnes on the attack now for Leicester. This is a big chance for us early on. Cut back to Tielemans. Could be another goal for the Belgian, and he does not disappoint. He's been our best player so far this season as he scores his, third Premier League goal of the season. Incredible from the Belgian. He's also a new signing for Leicester this season, and he's already doing it here for Leicester at the King Power Stadium. Brilliant finish as we get an important goal at the King Power Stadium to lead against Bournemouth. But guess what, guys? In our last 2 games, we've taken the lead and then we've gone on to lose. So we can't let that happen this time. Indeed, he finds Harvey Barnes. He's on the run here. Goes for goal from outside the box. Good attempt from the youngster, but Boruc makes a good save there. Here's Ndidi, looks for Harvey Barnes. Inside now to Jamie Vardy. Vardy with a few step overs. He's broken through. Here goes Jamie Vardy. He's got the pace. Oh, come on. He couldn't finish that. Are you kidding me? Jamie Vardy, we know how lethal of a finisher he is. But the Bournemouth keeper denies him there. Oh no, Bournemouth have got a lot of space to run into. It's Callum Wilson. We know he is dangerous. That's a brilliant challenge from Johnny Evans. They saved us a potential goal, but the chance is still on for them. Kasper Schmeichel comes in and collects it. But what a sliding challenge that was from, of course, Johnny Evans. Looks for Vardy. Good touch. Jamie Vardy shoots. Jamie Vardy scores. That's what you want to see from Vardy. The Vardy party begins here at the King Power Stadium against Bournemouth as we make it 2-0 as Vardy runs straight down the camera and shows why he's one of the best strikers in the Premier League at the moment. Tielemans again, unbelievable, picking up the assist for this goal, but credit has to be given to that finish from Vardy. It was just ruthless as we make it 2-0 against Bournemouth. Here goes Chukwueze. He does brilliantly, and look at the pace from Chukwueze. Our new signing is on a madness here. Stops it, releases it for Vardy. No, it's Barnes. Barnes turns and shoots, and he scores. 3-0 up before half-time. This is just brilliant. Chukwueze's pace coming up extremely clutch for us, man. The guy is just rapid. He's pretty strong as well. And, well, he managed to cut it back to Harvey Barnes, who gets his first goal of this series. Not really the most powerful of finishes, but it was enough to get it past the Bournemouth keeper. We need a win like this, man. And I'm hoping we can keep it going, because 3 points here is vital. Here goes Chukwueze again. Oh, the skills are unreal from him. He could actually score there. No, his first goal is denied by the Bournemouth keeper there. Bournemouth looking to get at least 1 goal back. It is a good cross, and well, we're not going to be getting a clean sheet from this game as we do concede. A very good cross played into the box. Kasper Schmeichel couldn't get there, and Bournemouth, I guess, get themselves a consolation goal. I mean, why is he celebrating like that? Like, they've only just got 1 goal back. James Maddison is actually pretty good at free kicks, so we're going to try and take this one with him, and hopefully he can convert. Let's see if he can curl this one in. Here goes Maddison. Ooh, that was actually pretty close to going in. A little less power and maybe that would have gone in. And that is full time. We desperately needed a win like this. A convincing result, a good performance. And in front of our fans, we did it, guys. 3-1 against Bournemouth. 3 points in this game. After 3 consecutive defeats, we finally get ourselves a win. Brilliant. What do you make of such a strong Premier League debut from Chukwueze? I'm just going to say it's clear to see why I brought him in, and with that his morale goes up. I've got to say though, he's been so impressive. So far he's played 2 games, 2 assists already. The guy is insane. So with that win, we've moved up the table and now we're in 9th spot after 4 games, which is great. 6 points, and right now let's see who the league leaders are. Liverpool seem to be perfect in the Premier League along with Chelsea, but it's good to see that we're making progress. Next episode though, oh my god, look at the games we've got. Man United, Spurs, I mean we're facing some of the big boys, and which means that's going to impact our objectives as well. It's going to be a tough episode, that's for sure, and an exciting one as well. These are the kind of games I'm sure you guys want to see as well. Talking a bit about transfers, we've still got about 20 million left in the bank with about 400,000 in wages, so we can actually comfortably bring in 1 more player. But the thing is, I actually prefer waiting until the January transfer window. Once I've, tested out each of the players in this team, decide where the actual weaknesses are, I think it makes sense to then make signings rather than just invest right now without thinking properly. So we've got transfer deadline day. I'm not simulating this right now. We're gonna wait and see. I'll read through your comments and then decide what to do. We can easily make one more signing. It completely depends up to you guys. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. A quick look at our season objectives, and we did make some progress in today's one with Jamie Vardy scoring, now making it 3 goals, and also Yuri Tielemans was on a madness. We're now up to 4 goals for the midfield domination challenge, which is great. Before we wrap up today's episode, you guys need to make your vote count for the Player of the Episode award voting. So first nominee, Tielemans. He had to be nominated. He scored twice in this episode from midfield and he continues to dominate games. The guy is just insane, and that's why he's been nominated. Your second nominee is going to be our new signing from Villarreal, Chukwueze. Very influential in this episode, was brilliant in that game against Bournemouth, and even against Liverpool he got himself an assist, so that's why he's been nominated. Click the I button on the top right of your screen to vote for either Tielemans or Chukwueze. So that is that for today's episode of the Leicester City Career Mode series. A lot of drama in this one. We signed Chukwueze. We got knocked out from the Carabao Cup in brutal fashion. We lost the Premier League game, but finally we've bounced back with a win, and I'm hoping that is the start of something special. Next episode, we've got the transfer deadline day, potentially more signings. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. But that's going to be it for today's episode. If you guys have enjoyed, a like would be brilliant. If you are new around here, subscribe for more FIFA 20 Career Mode content. And I'll catch you guys next time.